guys, it has definitely been a minute since I filmed my last video, but today is November 1st and we're gonna do another ear stretching video today. I have been patiently waiting until I can finally stretch my ears again. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Cami and I've kind of had a weird ear stretching journey so far. I started stretching my ears in April of this year and I had to stop in August so that I could re-pierce my right ear because my right ear was originally pierced too low. That wasn't going to be very efficient for stretching and it could have led to lobe thinning and possibly tearing in the future, so I made the decision to stop stretching so I could get it re-pierced. It has been about 3 months now since I got it re-pierced and I am ready to stretch again. I got it re-pierced at a 14 gauge and I shrunk my left ear down to a 12 gauge. So my left ear had been at a 12 gauge for months, but I went ahead and a few weeks ago tried to see if I could fit a 12 gauge into my right ear, and it kind of took a little bit of finagling. It took a couple of days to finally do it, but I got the 12 gauge in and I didn't have a taper for it. I lost my 12 gauge tapers. Really what I did was I just slipped a stainless steel tunnel in there. You should really use glass if you're going to dead stretch, but I didn't have any glass tunnels or anything, so I just used some oil, lubed my ear up and popped it in. It's been in there for a few weeks and it is finally time for me to move up to a 10 gauge. This will have been 3 months since the last time I stretched this ear right here, and I'm telling you, it's ready to go. Sometimes I feel like the tunnel's just gonna pop out the other side, so this one should be pretty easy. This one might give me a little bit of hell because, as I said, it's a newer piercing and I've only stretched it one time. We're gonna see how it's gonna go today. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna go ahead and start with the easy ear. As always, I've got a little glass of hot water right here and I'm just gonna go ahead and lean my head over and we're gonna start soaking my ear. I do each ear for about a minute, then I take the tunnel out and then we'll see where it goes. Alright you guys, this ear is ready. I always keep a little tiny paper towel to dab my ear off, and I got my mirror right here. I always keep the mirror with me, so I'm gonna move that a little closer so I can see what the heck I'm doing. We're gonna go ahead and take this tunnel out of my ear and I'm gonna show you the hole. Give me just a second. So this hole, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is pretty like roomy, I guess is the right word. It's pretty roomy for a hole that's had a 12 gauge in it for a long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all this is probably going to just go in really super easily. I'm probably expecting the taper to go all the way through on the first try without any resistance at all. I might not even need the taper, but I'm just doing the taper for the heck of it. Alright, I go ahead and take this one out. And it used to have 2 O-rings on it, but as you will learn as you go on your ear stretching journey, you're gonna lose O-rings. It just happens. So I don't have all the O-rings that I started with, of course, because this is re-stretching and most people don't have to do this. So I just pour a little bit of olive oil in my hand and we're gonna lube the taper up real good, even though I don't probably need to lube it up as good as this because it's probably gonna go right in. Alright, and try to keep it straight. Yeah, that didn't even feel like anything. I was expecting it to not feel like anything, so. Alright. I'm just going to leave that in there for a second. I'm going to go ahead and dig out one of the 10 gauge tunnels so that it will be ready. Hope you guys enjoy my weird little faces. Alright. This is the little 10 gauge tunnel. It's so cute. You can almost pretty much see through it a little bit. The smaller sizes, it's a little difficult to see through them, but I'm probably not even gonna let it sit in there too long because it's just, I think it's just gonna be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the O-ring off of this, slosh it in some oil real quick, and then we're gonna follow this with the taper. Alright. This ear has just been very patiently waiting for this. And because I bounced back a few sizes, I feel like the lobe looks pretty healthy. My hands are so greasy right now. I'm gonna wipe them off on the paper towel a little bit. And then we're gonna switch over to the newer side, which is my right ear. And we're gonna sit here and soak this. I hope everyone had a happy Halloween. Comment below and tell me what you dressed up as for Halloween, because I always love hearing what people dressed up as, because I love Halloween so much. I'm really sad that it's over, and I'm kind of having, like, you know, the depression that sets in when you know that the holiday season is coming up. Alright, my ear is all soaked up now. I'm gonna dab it off. And I'm gonna get up close and show you, because I think this will be the first time on my channel you will be seeing this ear with no jewelry and both of the holes. So I'm gonna try to get as close as I possibly can so you guys can see, because you'll be able to tell where the old piercing is at when I get closer. So you can see the newer one is higher up and more centered, and the lower one is really close to the edge of my lobe. I'm gonna go ahead and you can probably also tell that the hole is a lot smaller than this side, because of course I went all the way up to an 8 gauge before I finally shrunk this ear back down, so it's still kind of retained a little bit of the size on this side. So more oil. This side I am definitely expecting to be a little more difficult. Go ahead and I'm going to rub a little bit of excess on my lobe. I'm just going to go ahead and get it ready, and then gently. It's stinging a little bit, but it's not like super painful, and it did go through pretty easy, as you can see. I'm going to try to push it just a little farther. Alright, and I'm just going to let that chill in here for a little longer than I did with the other ear, because, as I said, this one almost instantly went in, and this one did go pretty fast, but it probably needs a little extra love, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm going to wait until the end to put the O-rings on the back, because that is the most pain in the butt step of this entire process, is getting the little tiny O-rings on, because these little sizes, I tell you, they're just such a pain trying to get the little teeny tiny O-rings on the back of it, and you lose them like crazy. I'm sure that they're slightly harder to lose at the bigger sizes. I don't know though, because I haven't been there yet. The biggest size that I've been to is an 8 gauge. My ear is really warm right now. I know you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you stretch your ear, that they get really hot. It's my toddler. She's in her room watching TV. I'm gonna go ahead and take the O-ring off. Alright, well it's sliding around pretty good. It almost went all the way through, so I think it won't be too bad trying to get the tunnel in there. Get a little bit more oil on it. Make sure it's nice and slick, and then we'll go ahead and try to follow this. Alright, there we go. That kind of hurt a little bit. Not like terribly bad, but it did hurt a little getting the actual tunnel in there. Honestly, this is like deja vu. As I will probably put in the title of this video, because this is going to be a re-stretching video. Alright, we are up to a 10 gauge now, and I am super happy and excited. I'm gonna try to keep my stretches at the beginning of the month, so it makes it really easy. It's November 1st today. This video might go up a couple days after, but it is November 1st when I am filming this, so my next stretch will probably be on December 1st unless I decide to do it sooner. But I'm gonna try to be like super patient, especially with this ear, and wait like a full month between the smaller stretches, and maybe even wait a little longer between the bigger jumps, but I am planning on doing half sizes, especially once I get to 6 millimeters, because I know those jumps are going to be a little bigger, like 2 millimeters at a time, which I just don't think that's a good idea. So I'm definitely going to get half sizes in between those. So I will probably be making my next ear stretching video on December the 1st. So just watch out for that. And thank you to those of you who have followed this entire journey. I know that there have been some gaps between posting, but I didn't want to bore you guys because there wasn't going to be really any ear stretching going on in the healing period, and I didn't want there to be like just a lot of boring short videos. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you will continue to follow me through the second phase of my ear stretching journey, and I hope this goes better this time. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to stay updated, please subscribe and like this video if you like ear stretching videos and if you plan on sticking around. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!